Alright, your girl is dressed for Macfest, and we're gonna pack up the bag with all the food.
Look, concoction of hymen toxins, launching a bottle rocket. Done being nice, I'm here for your life and all the profits. I'm not your conscience, you nuts, almonds and Haagen-Dazs. Auction off your grandfather's watch from the Holocaust.
My friends are gonna have a picnic table set up, so I'm gonna have somewhere to put down all the food if I choose, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. I think there's gonna be a ton of people there.
In the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Nikes in the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete.
Hey, lace 'em up, lace 'em up, lace 'em up.
Hey y'all! So it's actually been about a week and a half since Macfest, but I've been busy. And I look a mess right now, but I got my bling. I'm at work at one of my jobs right now, making a cute little vlog about Macfest. And I keep talking about it like it's some kind of music festival or something. It was really a memorial for Mac Miller at Blue Slide Park in Pittsburgh. And it was like a music festival in a way. They had a playlist of Mac Miller's music playing the whole night, which was great. It was basically just really chill. It was just like a lot of fans that came together to honor Mac at one of his album title spots, a place where Mac grew up hanging out at in Frick Park. And it might as well have been a concert. Everyone was just getting down to the music the whole time. If I'm being honest, I went in the woods and smoked a joint, and it fucked me up to the point where I was just sitting on this picnic table, or this picnic blanket, just like enjoying the music, but just like cashed out. Like I just couldn't get myself to get up off the ground, and that complicated things, just because I felt like I wanted to go hang out in the dance pit before I smoked the joint, but then after I smoked the joint, I was like, I just need to sit. It's the only thing I can do right now. So that is and can be a negative consequence of smoking weed. Take a lesson from me, boys and girls. Sometimes when you smoke weed, you miss out on the activity that you thought you wanted to do. So I'm slowly learning my lesson more and more at social events. I've been choosing to not smoke weed, and then I have a better time usually. I'm finding I really just like to smoke weed like right before bed, if ever. If any time, really just like right before bed. It's decriminalized in Pittsburgh and really on the rise of being legalized, I think, so sorry Mom for talking about it on the internet. Yeah, but because of that, I really, again, apologize, didn't get that many videos, or pictures other than the ones that I posted or played in the video so far. But it was really awesome anyways. I felt like I wanted to kind of just chill there to begin with, so I did that. And one really awesome thing that happened was Mac Miller's dad actually kind of got up near where they were playing the music and gave a little bit of a speech about like the dangers of laced drugs, and was like, be careful, like think twice about that shit. So yeah, think twice about that shit. And I think there was a few other people that spoke. Sorry, I did a really bad job with this. Don't go smoke weed in the woods when you think you want to do a recap video. Yeah, there was a lot of police, and they actually said they were not going to be letting anyone do any drugs there, so, I had to go, like, a mile away from where the, event was actually happening. It was nice spending time with my friend while we were in the woods. And it was nice when we came back just like chilling on the blanket. And I will say that while I was a little bit upset with myself for not getting up and dancing and singing with everyone, honestly, I just felt like too anxious to like do that at that point, because when I get high, I get extra sensitive. And I thought I was going to be okay because it was outdoors, and I thought like all the emotional stuff would just be like, there's enough room to the point where I don't have to just like absorb everything. I really was tuning in to like the emotional, energetic body that was like collecting around the whole event, and it was really intense, and I was pretty stoned, so meaning I was really heightened, like my like senses were really heightened. And while I was sitting on the picnic blanket, the music and the dancing and everything was happening like right in front of me and all around me. And for a long time while I was sitting there, I was really like jamming in the music, but I was also picking up on all of the emotions going on like all over the place, and even the emotion coming out of the music. So, and the emotion that I was feeling, because I was really in my feels about Mac Miller and everyone coming together outside to like honor him. So I really felt so much energy like in my chest area, like vibrating, like undulating energy like in my chest area for a lot of that experience. Like probably a solid 2 hours, like undulating in my chest and also going up and down my whole body was just like all the emotions that were being felt. And like sometimes it was really sad, and sometimes it was really happy, sometimes it was a little bit angry. But that was a large part of my experience there. And at one point, at the point where I was out in the woods smoking the joint, you could still hear the music coming from over at the event, and Mac Miller's song Outside, which was from one of his first projects. I'll look it up and post it. I'll just put it right there. I'll just put it there. So, yeah, but there's a song called Outside by Mac Miller, and it was playing when I was out there smoking in the woods, and the song is about going outside and smoking and just having a good time with your friends, and it was just making me really emotional that Mac Miller's music was reaching us at that point, and it was so telling of what would come out of his music, because for years a lot of my friends and I have been dreaming of more people going outside more frequently, going outside and enjoying the parks more frequently, and this was just really a beautiful occasion where a bunch of people literally gathered in a park in Pittsburgh and were jamming to music. And it's not like that is a really uncommon thing. However, I think there's a lot of room for that to become more of a common thing, and it was just so beautiful that it was happening, and especially centered around Mac Miller's music, because I know it's touched and helped a lot of people, including myself. And yeah, so that was one kind of really emotional moment, and out of many. And another one that ties into that one is shortly after I got back from smoking in the woods, I went back to my little blanket I had set up and was getting out of the music, like on the blanket, just like jamming, and I'm just listening to the music. And there's a song that Mac Miller has from another one of his first projects, and the lyrics go, "One day I'll change the world and they'll finally believe me." And this really ties into this whole concept where I'm talking about how his music was like encouraging people to go outside, and then now here's a bunch of people actually enjoying his music outside together on purpose. And then he's saying, I'm gonna change the world and they'll finally believe me. And I'm just looking around and I'm like, damn, Mac, like, you definitely did change the world, like, just by being alive and making music, but also now even as you passed, like, you are changing the world because all these people gathered outside, and that's just really healthy. Like, that's just really healthy for people to be gathering, like, in the woods, in a park, together to have fun and pay tribute to an artist that they love. Like, he really did change the world. And, you know, it's like, I always believed that he was changing the world with his music, but it was just, like, evidence. Like, and the song was playing. It was literally playing. All these people were jamming, dancing, bopping around, like, right there to it. He's saying, I'm gonna change the world and they'll finally believe me. And I'm looking around at all these millennials outside, under the trees together, on the grass together. And it was fulfilling, and I hope that his spirit was really there, recognizing that. I think it was. I think it definitely was. And I kind of felt like he followed me home in a way. Like, I felt like when I got home and I was, like, just, like, putting all my stuff away after the event, I felt like he was there just, like, checking out, like, what I was doing. I don't know, call me crazy. I probably am. But I just felt like Mac's spirit, like, went home with me, and I'm sure it, like, went home with everyone, really. Like, it was such a touching and meaningful time for everyone there. I really believe. And this is a really, really awesome little snippet of the evening. You know, there was lots of security. There was police. There were park rangers. It was in Frick Park. There was, like, park rangers all surrounding the event, just, like, making sure no one was gonna, like, do something dumb or violent or harmful or do drugs. And when the event was wrapping up, it wrapped up at 11, and at 11 they really did kind of let everyone know they had to start leaving. And so I pack all my stuff up, headed out, and I feel like I was probably kind of a sus person, because I was, like, just hanging out with a big book bag, like, on the ground pretty much the whole event, just, like, being kind of weird, like, giving people food, talking to people, kind of, like, breakdancing on my blanket. Like, it was a little strange, and all these park rangers were just, like, a couple feet away from me. They were probably like, what is this girl? What is she doing? Why is she doing that? But when I was leaving, I had packed up all my stuff, walking out. There's this older gentleman who is in a uniform, like, police or, like, park ranger or something, and he's standing by another younger, like, park ranger, and he's probably, I mean, he seems like he's up there, like, I want to say, like, between 60 and 70 or older, and he turns to this other officer and goes, you know, Charlie, this really changed my perspective. Did he say that? He said some shit like that. He was like, this really opened my eyes, or this really gave me a different perspective. And you know what? Or yeah, I'm pretty sure he said, this really opened my eyes. And you know what? Good. Because young people, even young people that enjoy rap music, should be seen as kind, caring, and honestly, like, this is what the kids want. Like, didn't you ever hear Woodstock? Like, people want to, like, go enjoy music outside, like, art, festivals, like, let's get more festivals popping. Like, let's create a society where we're really just centered around festivals, and, like, lots of times a year we can just go to a festival and, like, have something to contribute there and have a good time and live outside a lot of the time, because that's really healthy for us, as long as there's, like, trees. Yeah, and proper nourishment. Shout out Mac Rap's video, go check that out if you haven't yet. So if you saw the video of us in this video, playing catch with a bunch of sticks, that game is actually called Pea Sticks, and as far as I know, it was brought to Pittsburgh by my friend Kevin, who actually went to high school with Mac Miller at Alderdice. And Pea Sticks is a really cool game that is basically a game of catch, but you use these sticks that you can order from this artist in Nicaragua. He goes by the name Shining Lion. He makes really, really cool music. Yeah, Shining Lion's music is really, really good. I should put a link to that. I'll put a link to that in the description. But yeah, so Shining Lion made a game called Pea Sticks where he helps support his community in Nicaragua, and they basically make these sticks out of trees down there, and he has the like the community children down there paint the sticks, and then there's like a whole process to the game where you like start with kind of like a short meditation where you like bow to everyone, and you take a step back and you say inner peace, and then you take another step back and say outer peace, and then you take another step back and say world peace. And then you start throwing the sticks around, and it's really, really fun. It's like you need hand-eye coordination. They encourage you to beatbox while you're doing it, or like do some freestyle while you're doing it. It turns into a really fun game, and then once you get in the groove of throwing the sticks in a circle, then you just start throwing them like to like anyone in the circle. And it's super fun. Like, you can play that game for a long time and like have the time of your life. It's really fun. If you like laughing and training your hand-eye coordination, I totally recommend playing Pea Sticks. Yeah, I'll link to that in the description. But so my friend Kevin brought Pea Sticks that he has gotten from Shining Lion, and we played Pea Sticks with Team Pachamama at the Macfest. And I'm gonna put a link in the description to Team Pachamama because, ooh, just goodness. Like, if you're just interested in good things, just check out the link to Team Pachamama. Yeah, but that is pretty much my recap of the event. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like or a thumbs up. Let me know if you were at Macfest or if you plan on going in the future, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be an annual memorial. Thanks for watching.